All right, we are now being joined by Cris Cyborg. Go ahead, Nolan.
Cris, congratulations on the win. 16 years in the MMA world, and you're still killing it. Talk to me about that performance you just had out there. How are you feeling after it?
I started after 16 years of experience. I start trying to enjoy the moment inside of the cage. Because a lot of people telling me, Cris, not gonna have so many. I say, you're gonna have so many. But I love fight. I love my job, and I'm very excited. I knew it led me to stuff. I knew, and I know how to work hard to the real tough fighter. And I knew it was gonna be a one fight, exciting fight.
Yeah, and you told me before the fight you thought that this was a totally different fight than the first one, and it proved to be that. Were you surprised at how tough she was and how many shots it took you to put her out?
I really put some clear shots on her. I guess she handled it, but I knew she was tough. I knew I have to be one punch for her. She was sleep. She's not going to stop. I knew this.
What did you think of the stoppage? It was kind of interesting watching it from my perspective. It seemed like she went out and then you hit her again and she kind of woke up and the fight just continued,
I know sometimes you hit and then you hit again the personal cup. But I think she's really, I saw sometimes she's out a little bit, but I keep punching her. I wait to the free stop.
For sure. And after the fight, you said, I kind of want Cat Zingano next. I think that would be a fun one for the fans. Can you explain to me why you like that matchup so much?
I'm 16 years fighting, did a lot of experience, and you cannot be a GOAT if you scare the cat. So I asked see if Scott Coker agree for me. I would like to fight Cat Zingano. No disrespect to her. I know she's a real fighter, but I think it's going to be a great fight between us.
All right, we'll take a few more from the media joining us virtually tonight. Darrion, your line is now live.
Thank you for having me. Congratulations on your victory, Cris. You kind of touched upon this in your last answer, but is there anything that you feel still has to be accomplished in your career, both in the ring and outside of the ring?
I don't feel like I need to prove anything for anyone. I really step in the octagon and do something I love to do. And getting better every day, getting improved. I want to say thank for my team, everyone here with me, but all the girls. This camp I did with half girls and half boys, and for me, make me very happy because the beginning of my career, 16 years ago, I trained in shooter box, me only the girl and the 40 guys. So how see the women's MMA improve so much, make my heart very happy.
Michael.
Hey, Cris, congratulations on your victory tonight. A hell of a performance. This is your second fight with Leslie Smith. What do you find different on Leslie as a fighter this time? What evolved from her strategy on this time compared to the first time you faced her?
The first time I will feel this way. I make weight. I really cannot warm up too much because I cut so much weight. And I go to straight the fight, say, man, I need to finish this fight soon I can. I don't know if I can handle more. So now I know I'm prepared to real my real division. And I feel great. Enjoy the moment to fight, the right moment for finish the fight.
Gabriel.
Hey, Cris, congratulations. I think a lot of people said Cat Zingano makes sense. I was wondering, did you see the girls competing at featherweight earlier in the night? Leah McCord and Janae Harding.
I didn't watch the fights before. I only focused for my fight, but probably I will watch after.
I was going to say, do you feel like, do you still see a lot of girls still there for you past Cat possibly, or do you only think one fight at a time for you?
I believe in my partner, Scott Coker. I know he's going to have a lot of girls, and I know he's going to have more fights. And I believe this division 16 years ago, I believe, and he believed together with me. And I know this real division go up. A lot of girls are going to come up.
Maria.
Hi, Cris. Maria with Throwing Bows podcast. Congratulations on a wonderful fight. I wanted to ask you, in the past, you've been known for finishing fights quickly. This fight, had it gone the distance, would have been the first fight that went the distance for you in over 12 years. Was slowing down the pace and being more patient a focal point of your training camp?
The whole long time, my whole team will work patient with me. I can enjoy the moment inside the cage. And the patience, man, you can finish the fight clear, and I've been working patient, yes.
Giancarlo.
I know my friends don't like this. Even my mom don't like. She want to finish as soon as possible. I know people not happy with me.
Giancarlo, go ahead.
Hi, Cris. Congrats on defending your title tonight. Again, like you mentioned, Cat Zingano as your next opponent. How soon would you like to have that fight? Would you like a longer layoff, or would you like to get that in as soon as possible?
Soon possible. I always train, I've been training for a long time. I train, I don't just train for the camp. I train for all a year. When they close the fight, I just do something different for my opponents. But, anytime Scott Coker, when I ask me for fight, talk to my manager, I'm ready.
All right, last one here. Sean?
Chris, congratulations on getting the victory. Talk about the game plan for the fight, specifically with your team. You have to strategize with a team that, is different from the one that you fought. I mean, you trained for your other fights with. So, talk about how much you welcome that challenge, gaining new training partners and new coaches.
The game plan is, Chris, patient, working everything you have. You see the opportunity for finish the fight. Man, I work everything, I train everything, and I just see the opportunity to finish the fight.
All right. Thanks for the time, Chris. Congrats on the win.
Hey, I'm just saying, guys, I'm going to be a Zoom party. Oh, if I go to my website, sign up. I'm going to be 2 a.m. with you guys for your support.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. You guys gonna leave me talk because I want to talk. Okay, I want to say thank you for all the girls helping me. Samira Maza helped me. The Gianni, she's gonna be the next champion, I believe. It's Sabina too, and Justine Kisha, she's really good at helping me. Thomas, everyone helping me training. Cobrinha, thank you for all patient with me. Ray, Idol, everybody helped me. My team, Adi, everybody believe in me. Ivan, good, everyone. Forgive me if I forgot somebody, but I love you guys, and I'm really happy with you around me. Thanks so much.
Next up, we have Scott Coker.
Yes. See you guys. Hey. Good music, Freddie. Good music. Thank you, man. Yep.
All right. We are now being joined by Scott Coker. Whenever you're ready, Nolan.
Scott, she's been doing that for 16 years, but does it get any less impressive every time you see it?
I'll tell you, Cyborg looked great. She looked clean. She put some nice combinations together. But Leslie really impressed me. I mean, I don't think I can remember the last time Cyborg went 5 rounds. I mean, I honestly can't remember. You guys should research that because it's been a long time. And Leslie, she had her mind set that she was gonna, fight her heart out, and she did. And so I think this is a victory for Leslie in a way. And Cyborg looked like a very smart, tactical, not rushing, taking her time on her punches, and she did what she had to do, and and she looked great
for sure. And I mean, as a promoter, how many fighters do you think that are there out there that can even compete with her at this point? I know she called out Cat Zingano. Maybe there's a few others as well.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I just like Leslie, there's girls that call us all the time and say, I want to fight Cyborg, and it doesn't stop. It keeps coming. So listen, these ladies want to challenge themselves. They want to fight the world's best, and they know she's the GOAT. So they all have a bullseye for her.
It's pretty unusual, I think, in MMA for a champion to kind of get on the microphone after a title defense and say who they want next. Do you like that Zingano fight?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's one of the reasons we bought Cat here is that, she has a victory, I believe, over Amanda Nunes. So this is something that I think that she came here to fight Cyborg. And I think she's had a couple fights and she feels pretty good about it. Will we do that fight next? I'm not sure, but we'll definitely have a conversation, next week with that, everybody.
In the co-main event, Leandro Higo defeating Darrion Caldwell. Did you agree with that decision? And what do you do with Higo? He's great at bantamweight, but he misses weight a lot.
Yeah, that's a tough one because, I didn't see that fight, the exact scoring, like how it came out. Listen, I don't want to second guess the judges and the refs because that's a very tough job. But I had it a little bit closer than what the score was. So, to me, I thought that DC looked good. I thought he was busy. I thought he was, doing what he had to do. And Higo, he's a great fighter too. So, he won the fight. He gets to advance. DC has to maybe rebound just a little bit and see, what's next for him. But I think we're going to keep both those kids busy and get them going.
And then the main card opener, Valerie Loureda getting her first professional loss. Where do you think her stock's at right now? Where do you think it's at? As a promoter, are you still very high on her future, or what do you think she needs to do from here?
The one thing you have to remember about Valerie is she's still a young fighter, right? She only has, 4 fights? Talk to me after she has 10, 11, 12 fights, then we'll have a better picture of that. But I was sitting there talking to Dan because she works out at AT&T in Florida. And, we said, hey, she's young. She'll rebound. She'll work on her ground game. She'll, eventually put it all together. So she's got time. And I know that, especially what Dan was telling me, he says, Scott, this girl is in the gym and she's throwing bombs at people. Like she wants to fight. She wants to fight everybody all the time. So she's got that spirit. It's just, put a little bit more pieces together, work on transitional, elements of MMA, and she'll get it together.
Mike?
Scott, congratulations on a great night. I just had one question. It doesn't really regard to the card itself, but I know you've been asked a lot about the middleweight division and where Gegard Mousasi is going to go. And I know you're planning on having him fight this summer. And I thought that the plan seemed to be that he would fight John Salter, but a couple of times in the broadcast, it was mentioned that Mousasi was going to fight Tokov. Is that the fight, or do we know where we're going with that?
Yeah, that's the fight with Gegard is not decided, but I believe we'll, have that fight together probably by the end of this week, have a date. And, I want to talk to Gegard first about his opponent before I get it out to the media, but Gegard will fight in the next few months. And, we'll announce opponents soon.
And then one last thing, Danny Sabatello came in on a week's notice and beat Brett Johnson. I know Brett was a highly touted free agent from the UFC, comes over, and Sabatello on 6 days notice goes in there and gets a dominant decision. Where do you think that puts him in the overall scheme at 135 pounds after tonight's win?
I mean, definitely his stock went up. And, the nice thing is on Monday after the rankings come out, you'll see exactly how much his stock went up.
John Carlo.
Hi, Scott. Great event tonight. Just one question for me about the prelim women's featherweight fight, Layla McCourt and Janae Harding. Where do you make of that fight, and where do you see Layla McCourt going for you? Because she was another fighter who missed weight. Like, do you think that's going to jeopardize her ranking come this week?
Fighters should make weight, and she traveled a long way, and you know, and didn't make it. But I'm sure the next time she fights, she'll be fine. This is the first time ever that I've heard of her missing weight. So I don't think it's an ongoing issue or an ongoing problem. Will be an ongoing problem. You know, I thought Janae was actually on her way to win that fight. Then she got caught with that up kick, and then she got submitted. But hey, Leah's a tough girl, and you know she is the one that asked for that fight and actually wanted to step up her competition. So hats off to her. And if Janae was here and I was talking to her, I'd tell her, hey, don't put your head down. You're doing great, and this is just another fight, another experience, and you just move forward from here.
Cris?
Hey, Scott, congratulations on a fantastic card again. Two-part question. First, they've been making noise. Kayla Harrison wants Cyborg. Cyborg wants Kayla Harrison. I know you have always said you love making super fights. You like, you know, work with other promoters. Do you see it possible that, if, you know, down the line, Cyborg, Kayla Harrison could happen, whether it's on ESPN, whether it's on CBS, something where it's that, you know, that big super fight that you love?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm all about it. It depends on the timing, the business deal. We haven't done a deal with anybody. I mean, we haven't done a deal with anybody that, I mean, with Kayla or her representation or race company. So it's you know, there's some things to work out to get to that point. In the meantime, listen, we have plenty of girls to fight Cyborg, and Kayla sounds like she's going to be busy. But at some point, I would love to see that fight, and I know Cyborg would too. And if I'm Kayla, I'd want to fight her as well, because you know Cyborg is the biggest star right now. So you know I think Kayla has a lot to gain by fighting Cris Cyborg, and so that's something that could happen in the future. And you know how it gets put together and the business deal, that's going to be the devil's in the details.
All right, we'll take a couple more. Darrion?
Scott, congratulations on another wonderful event there at Mohegan Sun. All of the matches on the main card, except the main event, technically went the distance. Is that something that you're happy about as a promoter?
You know, I'll tell you, it's when you look at tonight's card, I thought we had a great fight card, and I'm proud of the fight card that we put together. And I thought, you know, Mr. Van Zandt's fight was unbelievable. I thought it was a great fight. The main event, I think Cris probably looked the most seasoned I've ever seen her, because usually she's a little bit busier, but this time she looked very tactical and very, very seasoned, and a veteran, you know, that she is. So she didn't waste a lot of technique, didn't waste a lot of time. I thought she did what she had to do. And then, you know, the fight with Valerie, I think that everybody got something out of tonight's event. So, but from top to bottom, I thought the fights were solid and they delivered.
Maria?
Hi, Scott. Maria with Throwing Bows podcast. Again, I have to agree, wonderful event. I know you've already been asked about Valerie, but I'd like to kind of switch gears and ask about Hannah. She put on a fantastic performance, obviously winning the fight. And in her post-fight, she seemed to allude that she was unsure of her future at Bellator. So based on her performance and her win over Valerie, do we expect to see her in the rankings next week? And what does her future look like at Bellator?
Well, I can address the ranking. The ranking is really done by the media. And so the media will decide where she ends up in the ranking. You know, listen, she beat Valerie. I thought, you know, she did a good job. She did what she had to do. And you know, to me, I think we'll definitely, you know, work with her again, and you'll see her in the cage, you know, hopefully soon.
Last one here. Gabriel?
Hey, Scott, I just want to ask you, you announced today that Juliana Velasquez will be making her title defense against Denise. I was just wondering about the decision to have her fight Denise first. I think a lot of people were maybe thinking it would be Liz Carmouche.
Yeah, I think that this is something that we talked with the fight team internally. They felt really good about it, and we pulled the trigger. And I'm telling you, this fight is going to be a barn burner. You know, a lot of people underestimate Denise Kielholtz MMA skills, because she's a world championship kickboxer. And if you look at Juliana's style, she is a striker as well. So I think you're going to see fireworks on the July 16th card.
All right, great. Thanks for the time, Scott.